good morning.
Good morning.
What a fabulous morning.
It is.
If we get any more people in this park, we have to knock out that wall. We'll get the more space back there. This is tremendous.
That's okay.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. The Spirit's working. Or I'm just hot because it's hot. I'm not sure which, and I'm not questioning it. So we've got several people this morning that are visiting and whatnot. First of all, welcome back to Tom and Carol. Yeah. Way in the back, Carol's back. Yeah. You know, it's a good thing that we're not built on sand, because if we were, the back part of the church would be going down like this. I'd be way up like this and go up and way. You can tell the true Christians, they're the ones that sit in the back. It's okay, it's good. I can do that too.
Yeah, we had a pastor that made us all move forward one time.
Really?
Yes.
That's the guy you fired?
In balance in the church.
That's the guy you fired. You know, there's an old seminary story about the pastor that comes to the church, and right in front of the church is this big old tree, and it's blocking the view, it's blocking the doors. So finally the pastor gets discouraged, and he goes out with his chainsaw and he chops that tree down. And he gets fired, because it turns out that that's a historical tree. They planted it when the church was first built, and everybody loved the tree, so the guy got fired. So, you know, these little pitfalls of being a pastor. Well, we do have several people. Please, how many were names again? You guys are Gary and Diane. Okay, and you are friends of John and...
We're friends of the Epistle.
Yes, but remember, we're all friends.
Yeah, remember what we say. Any friend of an Episcopalian is a friend of ours. That's good. All right, very good. Okay, and of course, my wife Lynn, and my 9-year-old grandson, the Mighty J. Yes, the Mighty J. Who brought, how many fish did you catch yesterday? 5 over at the dock. Of course, they were all about like this, but there were 5 of them. Yes, wonderful. And Rick and his daughter is here, and Sheena. Welcome, Sheena. This is good. And Bruce and Susie, who is the niece of, yeah. I try to fudge the names the best that I can. Yeah, they're from South Carolina, eh? Yeah, so if you hear me say "eh" a few times, y'all, you know why. I want them to feel at home. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, wonderful. And Craig, it's nice to see you. What do we call that thing again? Live stream, live, what do we call it?
Live stream.
Live stream. Live stream, okay. Okay, wonderful. So, I have to say hi to all of the people that are on live stream that are watching us from all over the world. Last time we had someone from Vietnam. So we have become international without even knowing. So welcome to all who happen to be watching. We're very, very glad to have you. So I have some fantastically cool news. We are in the 4th of July parade. Yes! Everybody looks, what? This is the 4th of July coming up. We have to be at the courthouse at 5:45. Anyone who wants to be in the parade, at the courthouse at 5:45. We can park here and walk over. But no, this is PM. You know that the AM is not a word in my vocabulary. God does not get up that early, not alone me. No, this is PM. 6 o'clock PM is the parade. And so we are in the parade. We will be passing out candy to the kids, and anyone who wants to walk in the parade, as long as you're here and over there by 5:45, or if you're in the parade standing there and want to just join us as we walk by, please feel free to do that. Now, the reasons. We have had several discussions about growth. We have had several discussions about how do we reach out into the community more? What do we do to find more people? Because in today's world, the people that need to hear the good news of the gospel are not banging on our doors. They're not coming in. So we therefore need to go out and find them. Right? Now, fortunately for you, you have a pastor who is willing to go out and stand at the farmer's market all day and willing to go knock on doors. But we need to be out in the community. And these are the kind of ways we do that. We have a booth at the Vet Fest. We have a table at the Vet Fest with Ricky. And we're going to the 4th of July parade. Now, I want to share, just for 1 minute, a little bit of food for thought. On Friday afternoon, when I had my sign out here in front of the church saying the soup kitchen is open, a woman pulled up in her car and she said, I've been in Atlanta for a couple years. She said, my son passed away and I am grieving. They tell me I need to go to a grief support group. I have not done that. I don't really feel like I can do that. And she said, so I am carrying the grief all by myself. So I, in my usual quiet, laid-back way, put my head inside of her car window and said, you need to come and be with us. You need to come and feel the love and the warmth of our church community right here. And we will help you grieve, and we will help you take some of that you're holding in and walk with you in that process. So one of the things that we might want to look at and think about is the possibility that we have some kind of a grief support group, because she's not the only one that's grieving. So that's a possibility. I was at the farmer's market, minding my own business, as I always do. I tried to speak that one by. And I got into conversation, and I happened to say to one of the people, she was kind of talking about young people, and I kind of said, well, I'm not from a small town like this. What do the kids do on a Friday or Saturday night? And she said, nothing. She said, the only possibility is you drive to Alpena if you have a date, or you drive to Gaylord if you have a date. And she said, you know, that is a very scary thing, because by 9 or 10 o'clock after the movie's over, you are now driving home as a 16, 17-year-old on very fast, very curvy, very dark roads. A possibility, just a possibility, is that we take a night, probably Saturday night, and we use the downstairs. We call it the down under. The down under, right? As in down under the church. The down under, we call it. That came to me about 4:30 this morning as I landed. I know there's a sermon somewhere, God. Where is it? We show a movie. We charge $5. We charge $1 for pop. I don't know about popcorn. That might be really messy. But the point is that we provide a place for these people to come. Nothing fancy, nothing major, but I'd rather have them in the basement of the church or in the parish hall than out on the road going to Alpena or Gaylord.
Right.
So I think that's a need that we need to think about. Okay. I think it's a good. Now, you know, there are good ideas that are practical, and there are good ideas that we're not a large enough congregation to be able to do yet. But I want us thinking about where we're going. What does the community need, and where are we going? Where are we? If we were closed tomorrow, what would the people say about this church? Another church, you know, tear it down, put up a parking lot. No. No. The baby basket. And you know, people don't even know about the food pantry. They don't even know. I'm standing out there talking, and I got another $10 donation yesterday. I should start passing the hat around to standing out there on Saturday. People that have a place, and so many people have a place up here. They're not from here, but they come up for the week. It's just amazing. I didn't know there were any places around here. But another donation. But we need to begin to think in terms of where are we going to go as a congregation? In other words, we have the food basket, we have the food pantry, but what other needs? If we were to close tomorrow, I want everybody in Atlanta to say, dang, man, I didn't want to see them close because they have so much going on. Right? No, I'm not trying to scare you because I know you're sitting there thinking, God, this guy's nuts. How are we going to do all this? I thought he wasn't scared.
I
Wasn't he
think
supposed
what
to be going?
everyone's thinking, Jim, is one more thing to do.
I know. And then the other thing that we need to think about too, and I've talked to a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people at the food bank. I talked to a lot of people around town. I think we need to think about the possibility of having some kind of a different service on Thursday or Friday that is aimed at the millennial people. We have to honor the service that we have on Sunday morning. We have to honor the traditions, but these traditions are not their traditions. And so if we're going to grow, if we're going to have a bridge, as I say, if you come to Bible study, you hear this word all the time, the bridge between the church and the millennials, we have to jump into their culture. They're not coming to our culture. We have to jump into their culture. And in order to do that, we have to have a time when they aren't trying to sleep in or run kids all over and everything else that goes on. So, these are foods for thoughts. I want them out there. I'm not saying we have to do any of them. I'm only saying I need us on the same page so that we're thinking about it. Right? We're thinking about it. And praying about it and trying to discern it. That's right. So in the middle of the night at 4:30 in the morning when God wakes you up and says, hey, let's do the down under, you can go, hey, okay, I know about this. Okay, other announcements. Sorry, that went on and on. Yes, please, Jack.
For those of you that don't know me, my name's John Coon, and I'm the accompanist with the community choir. And Denny will tell you that ever since they solicited me, I've had concerns about us going on at 9:30 in the morning, which it's cast in stone, so there's nothing we can do about it. So what I've been doing is updating in Welcome to Atlanta every Wednesday after our Tuesday rehearsal. So I cornered Craig the other day, and I said, come you never put anything about the community choir? So he came in with a little thing with John, who's the director of the community choir, and then I cornered him on, do you think we could take a picture of the choir? He said yes. And so I'm just letting everybody in the choir know that our next rehearsal, are we rehearsing this Tuesday or are we taking that off? We are. So I'll let you know what the address is, and for those that want to get dressed up, suit yourself. I'm not. And just letting everybody know that our picture will be appearing, you know, in the Welcome to Atlanta. And I'm just hoping we get enough interest.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
get people to come out at 9:30. So I got my doubts, but we'll do everything we can.
It's great. It's great.
Thank you.
John plays a very specific organ. It is a Hammond 9 or something? What is it?
No, that's not the one. I use a Yamaha Tyros for all organ.
Oh yeah, but you have an organ that's a very
I
specific.
have a Hammond B3.
A
The one
Hammond-
that I use for is
Yeah,
has organ, piano, horns, everything in it.
yeah.
But
That's-
that's what I use with the choir.
Okay, but you have a very classic organ, a
Yes.
very
Yeah.
big, almost like a church organ in your house.
Well, it's like I told you the other day, anytime you see the Doobie Brothers or any of these rock groups
Yeah.
on TV, you see that organ,
Yeah,
that's what I do.
yeah. So far, 2 of his neighbors have moved away, but we really appreciate you.
Hazel comes over every Tuesday at 4:30 and plays it.
That's wonderful, thank you, thank you, thank you. The Vet Fest coming up in 2 weeks, the 18th, 3 weeks? 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, the Vet Fest, okay? We've got a booth at the Vet Fest, so yes, other announcements, please. Yes, Carol?
On Wednesday, July 3rd, Mother will be turning 95. And
Amazing.
we're going to have a little bit of cake and ice cream over at Hillman Haven at 3 o'clock. So July 3rd at 3.
That's wonderful.
So come on over and say hi.
That's wonderful. You know, you haven't been here to hear you say this about 8 times, but your mother holds the record at bingo.
Yes.
She is the
She
bingo
is
queen.
lucky, yeah.
Every time I go see her, there's more stuff. Oh, I won this at bingo. I won that. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Okay, other announcements? Yes? Anything?
Jim, just
Yes, please.
the beautiful flowers.
Yes.
They are from Jim, from Sharon and Doug.
Give the, yes, 50 years. We sent them last week. Yes.
Rick
Yes.
had something, Jim.
Yes, please.
Rick had something.
Oh, Rick. Yes, please. Please.
The VFW Thursday dinners are going to move to 5 o'clock instead of 6. That way we can actually help support sending people over to the park for open mic.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so the dinner's still at the VFW, but okay. But
Oh, but not this week because that's 4th of July. So after this week, we'll be
Yeah.
starting at 5 o'clock on Thursday.
okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. And if you missed the pancake breakfast, that was last week already, wasn't
If
it?
you miss one of our pancake breakfasts, you need to come here and pray because you missed some good pancakes.
Yeah, actually pancakes and sausage and fruit. Yes, it was wonderful.
And you were talking about growth and different ideas.
Yeah, yeah.
You should do your next sermon at a pancake breakfast at the VFW, and that way we can all eat to be preoccupied while you're talking.
Thank you for that thought. I'll add an extra 5 minutes on the sermon for that. Okay, all right, here we go. Please join me with the call to worship. Holy seekers whom God loves, come to receive your godly heritage. Here among your gathered family, take refuge in the divine. We come to know the presence of a loving God. We are here to be shown the path of life. Let us bless the one who gives us counsel. Let us together celebrate the ways of the Holy God. Amen. And our song is number 464, God of Grace and God of Glory. 464.
Verses 1, 4, and 5.
Verses 1, 4, and 5. Thank you. In the shelter of its love, let us lay before you our troubles, our longings, our hopes. Let its power open us to new ways through difficulty, struggle, and loss into your Spirit's realm of joy and peace. Come, Holy God, in your presence there is fullness of glory.
Glory to the Father. go back to that old country church and to hear the songs of praise, how the people would sing. It would make the heavens ring at that old country church. I love to tell the story, 'twill be my theme in glory, to tell the old story of Jesus and His love. Oh, I'll never forget at that old country church how the glory of the Lord came down, and the children would smile as they shouted down the aisle of that old country church. Glory to His name, glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name. Then on Sunday to see all my friends so dear to me at that old country church. And it came time for prayer, everybody would be there at that old country church. 'Tis that old time religion, 'tis that old time religion, 'tis that old time religion, and it's good enough for me. Now the years have gone by, and so many have died at that old country church, but they're on the other shore, and they'll sing forevermore as they did at that old country church. Precious memories, unseen angels, sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. At that old country church.
Amen.
For the prayers of the people, as always, I will say, Lord have mercy, and you respond. I say, hear our prayer. Thank you. Okay, that's it. That's it. And I'm not even going to sing. Well, can't sing. Father, we come before you on this most beautiful morning, asking for your help with several different things. First of all, we ask that all of our leaders would keep in mind and do what's best for all of us, for everyone in the country, and not just for a few. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. We would ask that you be with all of our service people and all of the service people that have served in the past as we come up on this 4th of July when we celebrate our precious freedom. We would ask that you be with all who serve now and keep them safe and bring them back home safely to the families that they have left in order to serve. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. We would ask that you be with all who are sick, with all who are discouraged, with all who have lost their way in this world. We would ask that you be with everyone that needs your help, and that you would send the angels down to them and work through the power of your Holy Spirit. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. And we would ask that you be with the families of all who have died. You are the great comforter. As Christians, we have the belief and the hope that we will see everyone who has gone on before us again when we too cross over the lines into your blessed heaven. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayers. And, as is our tradition, we have people that need individual prayers. Certainly this lady that I met on Friday who is suffering with the grief of losing a son. Certainly with her. Yes, please.
Our son Phil will have more treatment for his lung cancer.
Your son Bill is
Phil.
is having more treatment for his lung cancer. Okay, okay. And that's like progressing along? I mean,
They took out the lower part 2 years ago, and
Oh.
now there's spots on the top.
now the spots on the top. Okay, okay. Yes.
That's what injured his back.
He injured his back now? Now we can hear, and he injured his back. Oh, he still can't hear. I try to get it right. It's so difficult.
And just yell at him.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. You know, Ag's a funny guy. You don't realize how involved he is. He's quiet, but he's very involved in the community. He's very involved in the vets, and he's very involved with Chamber of Commerce. He's the one that put up the Christmas tree last year. Yeah. So absolutely. Yeah.
Travel mercies for everyone traveling next week,
Yeah.
including my kids.
Yes. Now the kids are traveling here, coming up here, or they're traveling.
They're coming from Japan
Yep.
to Michigan,
Yep.
and part of them will be up.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's excellent. That's excellent. You know, I'm always amazed at people that say to me, well, we have a daughter in Oregon, and we have another son who is down in South Carolina. It's like, how do you see all these people all over the country? And Japan. Well, you were just in Japan. Yeah, but that's a long trip, Japan. Yeah. Yeah. And Jaden down in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Pastor,
Yes.
talking about traveling,
Yes.
our granddaughter who lives in UP is coming to see us on Thursday with her 5 boys.
You're not going to lock the door. 5 boys. Oh, my God.
6 months to 8.5 to 6 months.
Oh, my. You will be busy. You will be busy. That is tremendous. There it is. Yes.